You would think the US military seizing a foreign president would crash the market. Right? Wrong. The Dow Jones just smashed through 49,000 for the first time in history. The FTSE 100 just crossed 10,000. And Bitcoin whales are buying like there is no tomorrow. I'm your name. And today is 7th January, 2026. In the last 24 hours, we've seen history made in New York, a massive pullback in Tokyo, and a new AI trade that just made some investors 28% in a single day. Let's dive into the charts. First, let's look at the scoreboard because the numbers from yesterday's close are absolutely insane. While you were sleeping, the Dow Jones Industrial Average didn't just hit a new high. It closed above 49,000 for the first time ever, ending at 49,462. That is a huge psychological breakout. The S&P 500, also a record high, closing at 6,944. But the real shocker is across the pond. The FTSE 100 in the UK finally broke the ceiling. It closed at 10,004. For decades, 10K was the resistance, and yesterday, they smashed it. Why is this happening? The market has completely shrugged off the Venezuela situation. We had the capture of Nicolas Maduro over the weekend, and usually that screams uncertainty. But Wall Street is looking at it differently. They are looking at the oil. Look at WTI crude oil. It's crashing. It dropped 2.3% yesterday to $57 a barrel and is trading even lower this morning around $56.50. Why? Because the market believes that with the US in charge of Venezuela, President Trump's exact words, by the way, global oil supply is secure. The fear premium is gone. Low oil prices plus a strong consumer equals a booming stock market. That is the equation driving us to 50K. But the biggest money wasn't made in oil yesterday. It was made in storage. We are in the middle of CES 2026 in Las Vegas. Everyone was watching Nvidia and AMD. But the smart money rotated. SanDisk, up 28% in one day. Western Digital, up 17%. The narrative: we know AI needs chips. But all that data those chips process has to live somewhere. The market just woke up to the AI storage shortage. If you are holding chip stocks, you need to watch this rotation closely. Nvidia actually slid 0.5% yesterday as traders took profits to buy these storage names. Now, let's talk about right now. Wednesday morning, 7th January. The party in the US caused a bit of a hangover in Asia. The Nikkei 225 in Japan is down 1.1% today, trading around 51,960. Why? Two reasons. Profit taking. The Nikkei hit an all-time record of 52,500 yesterday. It was due for a breather. The BOJ, Bank of Japan Governor Ueda, came out swinging this morning, promising to continue hiking interest rates. Higher rates strengthened the yen but hurt Japanese exporters. That's cooling the Asian session down right now. We can't ignore the politics. President Trump took a victory lap on Truth Social yesterday, literally thanking Mr. Tariff for the record stock market. He is doubling down on the idea that protectionism is fueling these gains. Also, keep an eye on the headlines about Greenland. There is renewed chatter about the US looking to acquire or control Greenland again. It sounds wild, but in this geopolitical climate, the market is starting to price in more US expansionism. On the flip side, Senators McCormick and Shaheen just dropped a bill in the Senate preparing the US economy for a conflict with China. It's a quiet reminder that while we look at Venezuela, the real tension is still in the Pacific. Finally, for my crypto holders, Bitcoin is trading at $92,812 right now. We are seeing a slight pullback from the $93,700 high we hit yesterday. But here's the bullish news. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF just saw its largest single-day inflow in 3 months. Institutions are buying this dip aggressively. They are positioning for 100K. Also, keep an eye on Onyxcoin. It's up 54% in 24 hours. The altcoin market is waking up. So, here is the bottom line. The market is in risk-on mode. Bad geopolitical news is being interpreted as good economic news. The AI trade is evolving from chips to storage, and the Dow is knocking on the door of 50,000. Here is what I want you to do next. Go check your portfolio for pure play AI chip stocks. Ask yourself, am I overexposed to the processors and underexposed to the storage infrastructure? The rotation we saw yesterday might be the start of a 2026 trend. If you enjoyed this update, smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for the jobs report preview. Let's get to work.